There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will kick it away to start. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab, it's Lee. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Using his legs, it's Patterson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out.
There he goes. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll go with a direct snap. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Rush is on him. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? 1st down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Direct snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. This one's complete. Turning it on. Attack. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's caught. It's Simmons. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, I'm out of space. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap it to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Simmons. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Wildcats will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's looking deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Defensive holding, an automatic 1st down for this offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He might want another play. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking left. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Patterson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got him in. It's Patterson. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Skinner. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for his man. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards.
Number 11, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it. Brings him to the open. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Looking downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the 1st down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. Touchdown, Kentucky! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 18.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Kentucky.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to get behind the defense. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Miller. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it. There he goes. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
After the run, now to throw. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success, you've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Syracuse. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And the Rebels are in the red zone. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker is Simmons. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snagged in the middle, it's Simmons. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 18.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
You go from perfect position of strength, I get to salt this clock away, I get to run this out, I'm going to win, to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Huffman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Huffman. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Rebels are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
On the run, it's Turner. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Rebels send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Simmons. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real...
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for the big play. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Using the quick game. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Black 24. Black 24.
Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He makes the grab. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. Kentucky right back to the line. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. He wants to throw it. That's looking for the goal line. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.